Hey guys, oops. I just realized I didn't put my earrings back on after I took them off to contour my face. Sorry, they were supposed to be on in the intro. I apologize. Hey guys, so today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I am wearing right now. I am using the brand new Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I have gotten so many requests to film a tutorial with this palette ever since it came out, so I am so happy to do that for you today. A lot of you guys were asking me to do swatches and a review on this palette, but I'm sure you guys have seen hundreds of videos like this already. I thought it would be kind of pointless to do an entire review when there's so many on YouTube right now, so instead I just stuck with a tutorial. And this is the look I came up with. I really wanted to use the blue and this red together. I don't know why, I was just extremely drawn to these two shades when I first opened the palette. So I knew immediately that's the first look I wanted to do. This is the first time I ever play with this palette, like this tutorial. I've swatched most of the shades, but I had never played around with it before today. And I have to say, I am really impressed. I really love how this look turned out. Obviously, I could only speak on the colors I used because I haven't used all of them. But the ones I used blended really nicely. I didn't have any issues with them. Honestly, when it comes to eyeshadows, I don't really care how they swatch unless they swatch horribly, as long as they perform well on the eyes. So I really didn't want to form an opinion until I started to play around with this palette. But a lot of you guys were asking me what I think about it, and so far so good. I can't wait to play around with this palette even more. Congratulations, Jaclyn. This palette is really beautiful, and I know you worked really hard on it. So yeah, guys. I don't want this intro to be so long. If you want to see how to get this blue purpley, because that blue kind of looks purpley, reddish kind of smoky eye, then just keep watching. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to get through this voiceover because I feel like poop right now, but we're gonna do it. So I'm just priming my eyelids with some concealer as usual, and now I'm gonna take the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm gonna take this shade, and on a fluffy crease brush I am just gonna buff this into my crease. I'm really putting this color on my entire crease. I'm not being precise with this or anything. I just want it all up in there. And then I'm going to take this color right here. I know all of these shades have names, but I have no idea where I put that little paper insert. So I'm just going to point, and that's it. So I am buffing this color in my crease as well, but I'm being a little bit more precise with this one and not blowing it out so much. And then I'm going to take this delicious blue color and I'm going to pack this on my entire lid. Alright, so I really love how this like reddish color looks against the blue. So I am packing this color into my crease. I'm actually putting a lot of this color down because I want to see the contrast of the blue and the red. So I'm applying a lot of it and then slowly diffusing it into my crease, kind of like dragging it up and making it a little bit more smoky and faded. Then I'm going to take this darker red in the palette and I'm going to use this kind of like the sandwich color in between the blue and the red, just so that everything blends nicely and there are no harsh lines. I'm going to go back into the blue and intensify it, of course, because when you apply a bunch of other eyeshadows on top, it will lose its intensity. So I'm just packing that color again, and same goes with this red shade. I'm just intensifying it a little bit more. Okay, back into that crease color I used. I am just using this to diffuse any harsh lines right up in there. And then I decided to go with this color versus the black because this one was a little more purpley. So I'm using this to deepen out the outer corners and make it, you know, sultrier, deeper, smokier, sexier, you know, all the ears, Porter-shh. Okay, so the palette doesn't really have a matte brow bone highlight, so I took the Balm Nude Beach palette and I dipped it into the shade Brilliant just to highlight my brow bone without a shimmery color, but then I thought I needed a shimmery color, so I went in with the first shade in the palette, but I didn't want to apply too much because as you can see, my brows are wolfing and I don't want to bring too much attention to them. I took a brush with no additional product and I just blended out my crease some more. And now let's move on to the face. This is the Touch in Soul No Poreblem Primer. It's supposed to help with your pores and I love it so much. And then I took the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick and I'm mixing two shades because this one is a little bit too pale for me, but then this one is a little bit too dark for me, so I like mixing both of them. And then I'm just buffing it in with my It Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. And I love this foundation. It's like one of my favorites. I don't use it on camera that often, but it really is one of the best. And now for concealer, I'm just going to take my usual Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Neutral, and I am just buffing that underneath my eyes to cover up my dark circles. And then to set that down, I took the new Kat Von D blotting powder in the shade Light, and I'm using that to set that, like I said. This did darken up my under eyes just a little bit, but I just love this powder so much. I use it to set my under eyes. I use it on my entire face. It's just amazing. It's like a holy grail product for me now. I love it so much. So I just set all the places I put down the concealer. To finish up the eyes, I just took this shade again and I popped that in my inner corners. This color is very, very beautiful. I love it. And then I just took the M Cosmetics new black eyeliner. It is amazing. It took me forever to take it off, which is a good thing. So I applied this to my tight line and my waterline as well. And then I forgot to show you a little clip, but I took the first shade we ever used in the crease, and I'm using this to apply to my lower lash line. And I'm pretty much gonna just use all the colors I used in my crease originally on my lower lash line. So I took this shade again, and on a different pencil brush, I just smudged this on my lower lash line as well. And I'm gonna be repeating this step with all the other shades. With this darker color, I'm only going to focus this on the outer corners of my lower lash line just so that they can match my lid color as well, because I only have it on the outer corners of my lid. My stomach hurts so bad right now. You have no idea. All right, let's keep it moving. Oh, I also applied some more eyeliner to my waterline just to intensify it a bit. And then off camera, I applied some mascara and some falsies. And then that completes the eyes. To finish up the face, I'm gonna contour my skin. I'm gonna take I wanted to take my hoops off because they were driving me bananas, and then I forgot to put them back on. But anyway, I took the contour blush by Nars in the shade Talia, and I used that to just carve out the cheekbones a bit and a little bit on my forehead. And then I decided to bronze the skin with my Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Pea or Sweet Tea. I think it's Sweet Pea. Yes. And I'm Sweet Tea? No, Sweet Pea. And then I'm just using this to bronze my skin. I love this bronzer. It's one of my top 5 bronzers. It's just so shimmery, but not orange. It's not too shimmery. It's perfect. I love it. And then I took the Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade First Love, and I just popped this on my cheeks. I picked this blush because I didn't want anything that was gonna clash with my eye makeup since it's pretty colorful. So this one's really natural and just goes with everything. And then I busted out a highlight I haven't used in a long time. This is MAC Give Me Sun. This is MAC Soft and Gentle. And I just applied this to the tops of my cheekbones and a little bit on my nose to highlight. And then for my lip color, I took the Nars Velvet Gloss lip pencil in the shade Buenos Aires, and I really love this. I just picked this up from Sephora, and it's such a pretty glossy nude. But yeah, guys, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.